Tonight, it's the Panera Bread Bowl High School Football Game of the Week as the West Mifflin Titans take on the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. It's coming up next right here on the Champ Sports Network. Charlie Batch joining us for the broadcast of baseball. Thanks for joining us. This should be a good one.
From the shadows of Kennywood Park, Champ Sports Network welcomes you to our Panera Bread Bowl High School Football Game of the Week. As tonight, the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars take on the West Mifflin Titans. Hello again, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo, joined alongside Charlie Batch. Jaguars and the Titans coming up here in our finale of the Panera Bread Bowl in 2013. West Mifflin to receive this one, as the Big 9 title is on the line here tonight between the Jaguars and the Titans. We are underway from West Mifflin. A short end-over-end kick fielded from the 19-yard line, far side. And across the 25, up across the 30, and pushed out of bounds finally at the 33, 34-yard line. And it will be the West Mifflin Titan offense taking the field first. And the story is number 5 in your program, Jimmy Willier, the do-everything back for the Titans. He has 218 carries for 2,008 yards. He's just 142 away from the WPIL's regular season winning streak, or excuse me, WPIL rushing record. First down and 10 for the Titans. And they give it off to Wheeler right up the middle, and he'll pick up 4 yards on the game's first carry.
Number 10,
Reisinger on the stop, the senior for Thomas Jefferson. West Mifflin, 42 points per game. That's third best in Class AAA. Thomas Jefferson, 44.1. That's number 1 in Class AAA. So the high-powered offenses of the Titans and the Jaguars. Second down and 6. Play action, rolling out, dumping the pass off, and it is dropped. Incomplete. Intended on the play for Colton Weber. Carlin Gardner, the starting quarterback for the Titans. He's a 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore. And it will bring up third down and 6. And what better time to talk to the second part of our team, Charlie, the champ of all champs, Charlie Batch, is in the house.
Matt, I can't be the champ of all champs. You're that guy. Just trying to be like you.
Third down coming up here for the Titans. Excited for this one. A championship, section championship. Great way to close out the regular season.
It is. You can see the crowd out here. I mean, it was crazy getting in here today.
Dive play right up the middle. And picks up 3 more.
Interesting call there, because you see second down, they throw the football. You go in here with the read option, you hand it off to the front, the up back, and now it leaves you 4th and 2. Are you going for this right on the 45-yard line? And it doesn't look like it. So that really was an interesting call on that last play.
Sure was, and that means a 3 and out for the Titans to open things up, and for the defense of Thomas Jefferson, who's about averaging giving up just a touchdown a game, and West Mifflin averages giving up about 13 points a game. So interesting way that this one starts.
It does. If 3 and out, this would be a big stop on the road on the 3 and out on the first possession.
Punts away, short, and had to be filled. It's bobbled, loose on the turf. West Mifflin says they have the football, and the officials will try to fight underneath this scrum. Black and gold saying they have it, blue and gold saying they have it. And the officials say black and gold football. Thomas Jefferson will avoid a huge play there, and they'll get the football.
That really was. There was a lot of confusion just as the play was beginning because they were unsure whether or not West Mifflin was going to go for it right there. They brought their punt team out late. They ran a returner back deep, and he just wasn't able to get set. He muffed the punt, but fortunate for Thomas Jefferson, they were able to come up with it.
The first down and 10 for the Thomas Jefferson offense. They'll go under center. Twins out to the far side right, and a flag comes flying. A very late flag, but I think it's going to be a pre-snap penalty. A false start coming against the Jaguar offense.
You can see that right side of the line. They jumped a little early on that, and you can see maybe the crowd noise, was that a factor in that opening possession? I don't know, but unfortunate for Thomas Jefferson, they lost 5 on the first.
Yeah, before they can get a snap off, they lose 5. So they'll set up shop, first down and 15 from the 30-yard line. They do this quarterback by committee. Brysinger and Chase Winovich will be the two. Winovich, a Michigan recruit, to play linebacker. And he'll line up under center. Twins out to the far side right in the I formation. Winovich to the sweep to the right side. They give it off to the sophomore Ricky Daly. And Daly able to pick up 3 of the lost 5 yards on the first down carry. Second down and 12 coming up.
Now you can see, like you talked about, quarterback by committee. You don't see that done much because you can't get into a rhythm, but this is something that has worked out for Thomas Jefferson, and this year they're undefeated, so nobody can question whether or not this is working for them.
And they score the most points in AAA to boot. Second down and 12 for the Jaguar offense from the 32-yard line. Man in motion right to left. Winovich will sweep to the left side this time, and a swarm of blue and gold is all over the football. On the tackle for West Mifflin, Colton Weber, the senior, makes the stop. No gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. It will be third down at 13 back at the 32-yard line.
You could see it's almost like they knew that play was coming. Shane Morrissey literally came in off the edge, caused penetration, forcing the running back to cut back, and you can see it was a swarm of West Mifflin defenders on that play.
Now set up third down and long. Behind the sticks to open things up for the Thomas Jefferson offense. 9:05 first quarter. Winovich from under center. Man in motion left to right. Tally. Some communication is rolling out as Winovich. He'll throw. High ball. It's hauled in on the bobble. First down for Thomas Jefferson on the reception. Hauling that one in was Dalton Dietrich making the catch for Thomas Jefferson and moving the sticks across the 40. Big play on third down.
Big play, nice misdirection call on that particular play, and you can see he was so wide open. He juggled the football, and luckily for him, there was no West Mifflin defenders around him to force that ball to come out, and they came down with a big first down conversion.
There was a flag.
Another false start.
And it will be. Well, not the way that Bill Cherpak wants to start this game offensively. 2 times they've had a 1st and 10, and now they've set themselves back and make it a 1st and 15.
Yeah, that's just something you can't have. I mean, I know you're playing against a very good football team right now, but pre-snap penalties is something you just can't have, and you can see Coach Cherpak isn't happy about that.
Hand off to Daly on 1st and 15, and he'll pick up 3 across the 45 up to the, well, they'll just give him the 45, so just 2 on the pickup. Second down and 13 coming up as the sophomore, who had 5 touchdowns last week, got the carry.
Did a nice job of getting back to the line of scrimmage, gaining 2 yards on that play, but you just can't, I mean, you just can't continue to go in 1st and 15 situations like TJ has been these last 2 first down plays.
Especially if you want to run that play on first down.
Yeah, that's it. But let's see if they come back with a misdirection play. If it worked for them earlier in this drive, and see what Coach calls.
We got a timeout taken by Thomas Jefferson. The shot clock was down to 5 seconds to get that one off, and they didn't want to rush it. So Bill Chirpak, who's looking for win number 200 here tonight, he has 199 in his very, very impressive resume as head coach, and it all comes back to Steel Valley, Charlie, because both Ray Brazo and Bill Chirpak have Steel Valley backgrounds.
They do, and you can see they carry on that tradition. They go out there, we're proud, but right now they are representing 2 different high schools, and both has done a phenomenal job. And you can see Coach Chirpak is one of the best in the WPIL. He goes out year after year and proves it just as well as Coach Brazo. Just like he had his team in the championship last year, had a chance to win that football game, and unfortunately they didn't, but they reloaded, regrouped, and here they are undefeated, 2 undefeated teams, and one of these teams, I think, will be representing the AAA in the championship game this year.
Both of these teams ended last year's season 2, the eventual champion, West Allegheny. Thomas Jefferson did it in the semifinals, and as Charlie mentioned, West Mifflin did it in the championship game at Heinz Field. 2nd down and 12 from the 45-yard line. Winovich from under center, the I formation, Twins near side, fullback handoff, and he can't get anything. Just stonewalled at the 45.
Yes, you can see, who was that, Corey Zuka? He expected that trap, and that trap did not hit expectedly. He forced that contact, and that was a huge hit, and the crowd let you know how they felt about that hit on that play.
Yeah, the 5'9", 190-pound junior Dazuka making the stop. 3rd down and 13 from the 45-yard line. Man in motion right to left. Winovich takes the snap, and he'll take it off the left side. Got midfield cutback, 45-40, 1st down and more. Winovich breaking free, 30, cutting back against the grain, nearly lost the football, but he's down at the 25-yard line. Chase Winovich does it all himself. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars.
And that was a nice play by Coach Chirpak. You can see they lined up, spread out the West Mifflin defense, caught them sleeping because they were expecting pass in that 3rd and 13 situation. Quarterback sneak off to the left-hand side. He made 2 people miss and came up with a huge play on a critical play when they needed the most.
Picks up 30 yards and a Thomas Jefferson 1st down. Winovich from the gun. Sidecar to his right, conducting traffic for a second. And he'll take it off the right side and then decide to cut back right against the middle, lowering his shoulder, and finally getting some help on the defensive side with Shane Morrissey. And it will bring up a 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup.
Now you see, this is something that TJ has excelled in this year as they get closer to the red zone, being able to put touchdowns on the board. Let's see what they're able to do on their first possession here in the 1st quarter to see if they can now take that 7-0 lead on the road.
Thomas Jefferson as a whole has rushed for 2,200 yards on the the 3-headed monster between their 3 guys that carry the football the most. 2nd down and 6. Winovich again will get the call. Down inside the 15-yard line to the 13 is Winovich, and he'll pick up 7 yards at a Thomas Jefferson 1st down.
You can see they found a niche a couple plays ago by picking up 30 yards by running that quarterback sweep off the left-hand side. They came right back to it, able to pick up 8 yards for the 1st down. This seems like they may have found a soft zone in that defense, and they're trying to exploit it right now.
Thomas Jefferson on their first offensive drive of this game, 5:40, no score on a moving clock in this 1st quarter. Man in motion left to right, that's Stein. And a run to the right side, Winovich cutting back to the 5, to the end zone for the Thomas Jefferson touchdown. Chase Winovich for 13 yards. A Michigan recruit, quarterback sneak, and he'll get it in for TJ's 1st score.
Well, I don't know if he's going to Michigan to play linebacker or not, but they need to reconsider and put this guy at quarterback. He is making huge plays early in this ball game in the 1st quarter. I mean, I really like his play at the quarterback position right now.
5:28 to play here in quarter number 1 in our Panera Bread Bowl. And it's 7-0. Thomas Jefferson leads over West Mifflin. And for the Titans, a slow start offensively. They'll get the ball right back, however, and it's very important for West Mifflin to get right back into this. Their offense, they've only thrown the ball 49 times this year. They're not the team to come back down by a bunch of scores.
And that's something that really, when you look back, that's why I was, it was an interesting call last possession on that third down play. They ran the football. It made you assume that they were going to go for it on fourth down. Something that West Mifflin, they pride themselves on running the football. They can't get behind the chains. And right now, in order for you to be to challenge a very good football team, you need to respond. And here's the first chance in this ball game that West Mifflin has a chance to respond and answer the call.
Well, TJ will tee this one back up with 5:28 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Thomas Jefferson. This one fielded from the 16-yard line, and they'll come far side with it. And across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. And the offensive West Mifflin back to work, and it's Jimmy Willer he's the guy. He's 142 yards off of the regular season WPIL rushing record just set by Russell Shell just a few years ago from Hopewell, and Wheeler has a great chance of getting it.
He does have a great chance of getting it, and you better believe Thomas Jefferson defense don't want to allow that today, because that would have been a lot of talk all week on whether or not he was going to get 142 yards this week and set that record. So let's see if TJ steps up and not allows him to get going in this game.
First down at 10. Hand it off right up the middle, and Wheeler getting the call, maybe 1 yard. Winovich, among others, on the tackle.
And this is something that really, when you look at it, the strength of TJ's defense is their running defense. And because they've only thrown the football, like you said, 49 times this season, they're not respecting the pass. So they need to figure out, they need to catch TJ off guard by using some misdirection plays and maybe throw the football down the field just because TJ's not expecting it.
Well, probably I'd say 40 of the 49 has been that play-action pass trying to do something downfield. We'll see if we do see it. Hand off to the left side, and maybe fighting back. No, they're going to say he was down behind the 25-yard line or right at the 25. So they'll lose 3 on the play, and again, going to be third down behind the sticks.
And there haven't been many third and extra long situations that West Mifflin had to face this season. So let's see if they can go out here and now convert their first third down of this ball game.
And their first down of this game as well. Coming into tonight, West Mifflin had rushed the ball 300 times compared to the 49 that they threw the ball in the air. And 218 of those 300 times, Jimmy Willer's got the football. Back to pass is Gardner, throwing on the slant route. He got his man at the 40-yard line. First down for the Titans. Gibson makes the catch.
And that's how you turn around, take a 3-step drop, and you deliver the football with accuracy in position to allow the receiver to run, catch, and now pick up a big first down to keep the sticks moving.
Javon Gibson, a 6-foot, 185-pound junior, making that catch, and there you go, you got your pass.
And I think they need to do that more often. I mean, he's had the softness of the zone right there, being able to pick up a quick slant pattern. They just need to take advantage of that.
The sophomore back under center and handing it off, and stood up at the line of scrimmage, maybe giving them one on the stop. Dietrich among others. 2nd and 9 coming up.
2nd and 9 coming up, and you can see, just look at that TJ defense. They are committed to put 9 in the box, and they were going to stop the run. This is something that West Mifflin now, knowing that this is not one of their strengths in passing the football, they need to figure out how they can loosen up this defense.
2nd down and 9 from the 43-yard line. Man in motion right to left. And Gardner hands it off, and Green, John Green getting the carry, and maybe a yard, maybe 2 to the 45-yard line. They'll give them 2. 3rd down and 7 coming up now for West Mifflin, and the fullback stuff not getting what they want there.
It's not going the way that they wanted, but that's okay. They picked it up a first down, the last 3rd down, but here you are again. Let's see what they decide to do. But you have to. The only way that the play action pass works if you're able to run the football, and right now you can't expect them to do that.
3rd and 7 from the 45. Gardner back to pass, pressures, he's hit, ball's on the floor, it's recovered by Thomas Jefferson at the 37-yard line.
Number 30, Luke on the hit for the Jaguars.
And a huge hit by Luke Dinovich. The senior comes in from behind, and Thomas Jefferson gets the football.
And that was a huge play by the defense of Thomas Jefferson. And you can see West Mifflin wasn't expecting it. They brought Sam, the strong safety, off the weak side, and he wasn't able to get the football off. Delivered the hit with the sack, and big turnover for TJ right now.
So TJ with the short field with the 37-yard line of West Mifflin, and then quarterback by committee. This is Breisinger, the Christian Breisinger, the senior, under center, and he'll throw out to the far side. It's completed out there as Jake Stein made the catch on the far side.
And you can see that's exactly what TJ is doing, committing to the box, and that was a long throw, bubble screen out to the right-hand side, but it loosens up that West Mifflin defense, but it allows them to pick up 8 yards in the process and now get them ahead of the chains, and they can call whatever they want to in their playbook.
Beg your pardon, Dalton Dietrich made the reception for Thomas Jefferson and did pick up the 8 yards, as Charlie suggested. Just over the 30-yard line at the 29. Breisinger from under center, the I formation, twins here to the near side, and they'll hand it off. And it's Daly getting the call off the right tackle, and inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line is the sophomore picking up a Jaguar first down.
That's enough for a Jaguars first down.
And this is something that West Mifflin defense, they have to make a stop right here. There is no way that they can allow TJ to go into the end zone and being down 14 points in this first quarter. So this is a big stand for this West Mifflin defense.
First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Breisinger from under center. Fullback dive play. Now we'll pick up.
Number 22 on the
That time they gave it off to Brandon Pahanish.
second down.
Picks up 6 yards, second down at 4 coming up for the Jaguars. Pretty impressive student section. Thomas Jefferson on the far side, a whiteout.
It's a whiteout, it's standing room only here at West Mifflin, and this is something that really, if you can tell by the way that the traffic is, people knew they needed to get here early because this was a huge game.
Handoff last second, they gave it off to Ricky Daly, and he's brought down for no gain of the play at the 19-yard line. Third down coming up, and a big third down at that.
Third down at the 19-yard line. Also, Colton Weber in on the stop.
35 seconds.
Now there's 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
In this first quarter, 7-0. Thomas Jefferson leads it. They'll look to add to it. Third down from the 19. Twins into the near side. Breisinger back to pass. Stops. Lets it throw into the end zone. Hits behind his receiver. Incomplete. Dietrich, the intended receiver on the play. And it's fourth down and decision time for Bill Chirpak's Jaguars with just 16 left to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, he had him open in the middle, threw it slightly behind him, and you can see they made a play on defense here. But now big time call for Coach Chirpak here to decide whether he's going to take the 3 points or maybe go for it here on 4th and 6. And huge decision, but it looks like they are going for it here.
Yeah, again, that kind of the no man's land. Unless you really are confident in your kicker, you're going to go for it here. Fourth down in about 7, 6. Breisinger back to pass, throwing over the middle. That pass is incomplete. Hit the turf. Good call. And it will be a turnover on downs. as West Mifflin will get the football right back. Seiss, the intended receiver. West Mifflin takes over.
And that is the stop that you needed by West Mifflin right there. 12 seconds left in this first quarter. Great stop, and now West Mifflin now has to turn around and get a drive going and keep that defense off the field, because they've been on the field for a very long time in this first quarter. They need a rest.
Give us a break. A little breather.
Exactly.
First down and 10 for the tight end offense. They'll set up shop from their own 19-yard line. Sweep to the right side. It's Jimmy Wheeler. Wheeler's tossed down in the backfield. A loss of 4 on the play. Back to the 15. Winovich.
Number 5, Eric Fairman, 85.
And company on the stop for Thomas Jefferson. And that is the way we will end the first quarter. And maybe a record-breaking speed of that first quarter. 12 minutes in the books. Thomas Jefferson 7, West Mifflin nothing. You're watching and listening to the Panera Bread Bowl High School Football Game of the Week right here on the Champs Sports Network.
Hey Pittsburgh, we're coming together for a cause, to fight against breast cancer. Show your support and come together for the cause with Panera Bread.
Go to any Pittsburgh Panera Bread cafes all through October and buy a pink ribbon bagel and support the cause.
Proceeds from every pink ribbon bagel sold will be donated to the Young Women's Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation and these fine charities.
Grab a pink ribbon bagel and buy a few dozen for your office, meetings, or family.
So come on Pittsburgh, get your game on.
Show your support and come together for the cause with Panera Bread.
Hi, I'm Charlie Batch. Here at the Best of the Batch Foundation, we know the importance of the internet.
I use it to do my homework.
We use the internet for everything.
That's why Comcast offers Internet Essentials. It brings affordable internet into homes that qualify, because your child can really succeed when you have internet in your home. So call 1-855-8-INTERNET or visit internetessentials.com.
The Panera Bread Bowl of the Champs Sports Network is proudly brought to you by the Best of the Batch Foundation. For more information, log on to batchfoundation.org. And by the NFL Foundation. For more information, log on to nflfoundation.org. Welcome back here to West Mifflin. They're going to test it down the far sideline. Incomplete. Just off the hands. Javon Gibson, the intended receiver on that one for the Titans. And Majula on the coverage for Thomas Jefferson as we welcome you back here to the shadows of Kennywood Park in our Panera Bread Bowl. Jaguars leading the Titans 7-0 after 1 quarter of play. Coming into this game, Jimmy Wheeler needed 142 yards to break the WPIL regular season rushing record. He needs 146 now. Thomas Jefferson has kept Wheeler in check. He'll get a carry here, trying to dance his way forward. And now he'll just need 145 as he picks up 1 yard up across to the 16-yard line. Already 4th down. And the punt unit is on the field for West Mifflin. And another quick drive for West Mifflin.
And that's not what you want, 3 and out. You have to figure out a way to put something together here, but you have to give Thomas Jefferson credit, their defense credit.
Punch short. They'll field it on the hop. Will Dalton Dietrich. Dietrich is senior. And Thomas Jefferson again will have the football on the tight end side of the 50-yard line at the 46, John.
They are great field position here by TJ, and let's see if they can capitalize and put some points on the board. They got close last time, but let's see if they now can put a touchdown on the board, maybe create some more separation than what they currently have.
Thomas Jefferson won this game 28-14 last year in Thomas Jefferson. West Mifflin won the game 2 years ago here at West Mifflin. Man in motion right to left. That's tally for Thomas Jefferson. It's Winovich in at quarterback now, and he'll hand it off to Daly. Daly picks up 5 yards on first down to the 41-yard line. Mitchell on the stop for West Mifflin.
And that's a nice gain on first down, being able to pick up 5 yards there. They're giving him 5. And man, that's just now it keeps you balanced. It allows you now to run pass option on second down because you're ahead of the sticks.
Daly, as I mentioned, just a sophomore and had a coming out party last week against Uniontown with 5 touchdowns.
That's it?
Just 5.
Just 5, okay.
Option play to the left side. It's Winovich breaking free. 30 and across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Winovich has found some open lanes to run on that quarterback option.
He has, and you can see earlier in the ball game they look to exploit that on that particular play, because if they can pick everybody up, that leaves Winovich one-on-one with the safeties, and 9 times out of 10 he's going to make that guy miss.
Moving the sticks is Winovich to the 29. It will be a first down at 10 for the Jags. This is Winovich's, that's a tough one. Winovich's. It's Winovich. I try not to use it in a plural form anymore. High snap, Winovich pulls it down and then takes off. Flag comes flying in. And he'll pick up 7 yards, but Thomas Jefferson already retreating, knowing this is coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be a legal shift here.
Get the call here.
You have the microphone working?
I don't think so.
You were so good the past couple of weeks.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, man, I was looking forward to that. And this crowd is out here looking forward to it, too, because I've been bragging on it.
Drop of the ball. Yep. Well, after the penalty, it'll be a first down and 15 for Thomas Jefferson. Stein goes in motion right to left, and off the left side is Winovich. He'll pick up the lost yardage on the penalty plus 1 more. 6-yard pickup on first down at 15 to make it second down and 9. And this play, what does West Mifflin do to slow this play down? Because this play is the reason why they're down 7-0.
Exactly, and this is something that really you just have to make sure you understand where the football is at. And I think right now, I mean, they're not doing anything that's secret. They're catching the ball and heading directly downfield. And this is something that West Mifflin just needs to now play one-on-one football and just beat the man in front of them in order to make that play. Somebody has to step up right now.
Second down and 9 from the 28. And Winovich again down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. Finally brought down Dorian Foreman, the sophomore, making the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up.
This is where you get to that no man's land. You know that they already didn't attempt the field goal earlier in this ball game. They're sitting right around the same position on the field, and you better believe this is 2-down territory for TJ here.
You said it earlier, and sometimes we may exaggerate standing room only. It really is standing room only here at West Mifflin tonight.
It is. I'm not exaggerating at all. You can see coming down on this road, the cars are still coming in here, and I don't know where they're going to sit. They're probably going to stand them outside on the track. That's the only place that they can stand at this ball game. But one thing about it, the crowd participation is here. Both sets of fans are excited about this game, and on senior night here, you better believe these West Mifflin Trojans want a win for these seniors to go out big on their final game here.
Yeah, and actually there was a timeout taken here with 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. And of the WPIAL, there's only been, this is just the 19th game in WPIAL history that features 2 undefeated teams in the last, undefeated and untied. Remember, there was ties back when you played.
Only a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was just a few years ago. Undefeated and untied games, there's only been 19, and then there's 20. The other game on Champ Sports Network, Tanning and Shadyside Academy. But this doesn't happen every year as far as West Mifflin and Thomas Jefferson are used to it, but it's impressive.
It is impressive. And like you said, 19 times, I mean, you would like like you probably would think that number was higher.
Absolutely.
But when you look back and you do the math, no, it's not. Here you are, and we're here witnessing, an undefeated game right now, and this is something that really, people are excited about because this hasn't happened. Section title on the line, which that has happened, but they haven't been undefeated, both teams coming in.
Tally in motion, and then they'll take off left side. Winovich right at the sticks, and then a flag comes flying down that was away from the play. This will depend on the spot whether or not it's the first down. They need it right over the 20-yard line, and then there's a flag down. We'll check that as well. And I think it's a holding call on TJ.
It's a holding call on TJ. He's not going to decline it. The referee's looking at coach and saying, "You want to decline this?" Like, no, you're taking them back. 10-yard penalty. You're going to read down. You're going to make them play fourth down again.
You're right. The official asked him, "Do you want to decline
you want to decline it? Like, do you realize where you are on the field?"
If it was short, it wasn't by about an inch or two.
Even if it was short, you're still taking them back 10 yards. I don't care. That is a 10-yard penalty. You take them back.
So they will. And it will be 3rd and 10. That was great.
Yeah, no, ref, no. Maybe he wants the game over quicker. Maybe he has somewhere to go tonight and wants to run this clock.
He knows Panera closes at 9, so he wants to get down there. 8 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Clock down to 6 seconds. Down to 4. Winovich gets the snap and then hands it off. And he is stopped. It's Ricky Daly. And he had nowhere to go. Blue and gold was surrounding him. In the second he had the football, a loss of 3 yards. It will be 4th and 13.
And that play was already, it was not well executed because they rushed to get to the line of scrimmage. The receiver was supposed to come in motion all the way across the line of scrimmage. But you can see, and credit to him, he had to snap the football and wasn't able to allow the play to develop. And they lost 2 yards on that play. And this is a big 4th down and 12 here.
So they'll go for it on 4th down and a long 12. Man in motion, left to right is Dietrich. Back to pass. They'll set up the screen play in the middle. They'll give it off to Dietrich in the middle of the field. Dietrich makes the catch, picks up 5 yards, well short of the sticks. Turnover on downs for the second time in this first half. The West Mifflin defense, there were a bunch of question marks on how they were going to be able to play. Turnover on downs. They take the football away from TJ.
And this is the second big possession. They stopped TJ on defense, and now they just need to figure out a way to get it going. But when you're TJ sitting there, of course you're going to go for it because of the way your defense is playing. And you say, you want to know what, if we can stop them 3 and out again, we're going to get pretty good field position when we get the ball.
Update, Shadyside Academy leads 14-7 over Katanning. Handoff right up the middle. That's Jimmy Wheeler. Wheeler to the line of scrimmage, and Thomas Jefferson's done a fantastic job. You're talking about the guy who leads the WPIAL in rushing and touchdowns with 28 touchdowns on the season, 2,008 yards rushing, and Thomas Jefferson hasn't allowed him to gain 1 yard yet.
Not at all, and that goes back to what I talked about earlier. They are committing 9 people to the line of scrimmage, and you're telling West Mifflin, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to throw the football.
Second down, and a flag from the back judge, field judge. That's a weird. Normally you don't see the back judge throw that.
No, you don't see it, but that's one of those calls to where the lineman was set, the defense shifted, he just lifted up his hand, and the referee is sitting right there looking at that call. It's an easy call for him to make, and that's not what you want if you're trying to put a drive together by losing 5 yards on a pre-snap penalty.
Both teams have had struggles with playing behind the sticks early in this one. Second down and 15 for West Mifflin. Carlin Garner, the sophomore quarterback, under center. And he'll roll out to the right side. Will throw. It is completed and then abruptly brought down at the 30-yard line. That pass was completed to D'Angelo Mitchell, the junior but he got popped quickly at the 30-yard line. The pass only picks up 7 yards. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Ooh, a nice job of rolling out there, delivering the football under pressure, and you can see Carlin Garner is a huge play on that particular. He's a Project Chuck guy, by the way, too. You know, he's been playing for a very long time, and glad to have an opportunity to watch him play, watch him develop, and now be the starting quarterback for the West Mifflin Trojans. Undefeated team. Titans, I'm sorry. Undefeated team. Trojans are the Little League team, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Back to pass. Gardner, high throw, incomplete. Was intended for Javon Gibson on the play, and it will be 4th down and the punt unit for the Titans onto the field.
You can see another 3 and out, basically, you know, for West Mifflin, and that's why Thomas Jefferson went for that 4th down conversion, because they knew, hey, the way our defense is playing, we're able to stop them, which they have done now for the 3rd consecutive time, giving Thomas Jefferson a chance to now return this football. And this is where it becomes dangerous, because now West Mifflin is tired on their side, and you can expect almost a big return by TJ.
Fair catch called for at the 44-yard line, where the Jaguars will go back to work offensively, leading 7-0 with 5:12 to play here in quarter number 2, our Panera Bread Bowl High School Football Game of the Week. I remember sitting down and going through the schedule back in June or July. It was midsummer when we were going through this, and this game turned out to be what we expected it to be. 2 8-0 teams going at it.
Absolutely, it has been. And as much as was talked about coming into the season, they both are living up to it. But right now, the way that Thomas Jefferson has dominated this first half, they're only up 7-0. And this is something you have to give credit to West Mifflin defense for keeping them into this ball game.
Pass out to the far side. It is completed for a Thomas Jefferson first down. Dietrich made the catch, and then it rolled harmlessly out of bounds as Breisinger comes back in. A quarterback makes the throw out to Dietrich and moves the sticks.
And you're able to pick 15 yards up on just a quick bubble screen out there to the left, because the defenders are so far off, committing 9 people in the box. You give that easy possession. Now West Mifflin will eventually have to respect that, because that's the 2nd time in this ball game that they have hit that play for big yardage.
And it almost seems like it's Breisinger's play, because that's the 2nd time he's run that play, as he's back in a quarterback for the 2nd series tonight. And they give it off on the right side. Ricky Daly, the sophomore, to the 39-yard line, picks up 2. There's you're talking about Carlin Garner, Project Chuck. There's quite a few that we've seen over the course of the Panera Bread Bowl, and of course a couple more on the roster as you look down it. But a lot of Project Chuck guys have come through. It's amazing.
It is fantastic to watch these guys playing football and basketball, committed, but more importantly, I'm excited because all of these guys are committed in the classroom.
Handoff keeper for Winovich off the left side, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Chase Winovich has done it again. 33 yards for the Thomas Jefferson touchdown. I think you're right about Winovich. Not just a great linebacker, he's pretty good at the quarterback position as well.
He's pretty good at the quarterback, man. For everything that I've saw here in the first half, I don't know, when you tell me linebacker on this guy going up to play linebacker, give this guy a shot at quarterback. I'm sure his passion, his heart wants to play quarterback. You want to know what? Give me a chance, and if it doesn't work out, I'll be more than happy to move on the other side of the football. But, hopefully they reconsider to at least allow this guy a chance to play.
And this might surprise you, but this is the first year playing quarterback. It was Joe Carroll last year for Thomas Jefferson who lit it up through the air. Thomas Jefferson definitely more of a passing team. This is really his first year playing quarterback, and he's done a very good job.
Very good job, and seems like he's almost close to 100 yards here. He's definitely over 50 as he in this ball game here in the second quarter. But West Mifflin, when you look at him, look at the demeanor on the sideline. This is a critical drive for West Mifflin in this ball game. I talked about it 2 series ago when they were only down 7-0. But Thomas Jefferson dominated this first half, and in order to respond, you have to now put a drive together with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left to keep you in this football game, because you cannot afford to go 3 and out, punt the football with TJ a chance to go up 21-0 right before the half.
TJ to boot it away. Wheeler coming to the sideline, and it will go out of bounds. So the illegal procedure penalty will give West Mifflin good field position, at least to start the drive.
And maybe that's what they need. They need a break. Now you turn around, give them good field position here off the penalty, and let's see if they can put something together here before the half.
Big 9 title on the line, and really, I would say the number 2 seed in Class AAA. I'm thinking undoubtedly if West Allegheny takes care of business tonight against Chartiers Valley, a 1-win team, West A, the defending champions, deserving the number 1 seed if they go undefeated again. So this game basically playing not only for the section title, but also the number 2 seed.
It is, and this is something that really, in order to compete, you need to go out there, because you're not going to get a chance against West Allegheny to the finals. You can't worry about that. You just need to figure out a way of trying to handle business here today.
Pitch to the right side to Wheeler, and losing 3 more. And the containment of Thomas Jefferson, this defense is spectacular.
They are very disciplined out there, especially on the option play. People know I have quarterback, handoff, pitch, and right now they are just teeing away at the running game, and they're daring West Mifflin to throw the football.
I don't know if you could hear it picking up from our crowd mic, but the Thomas Jefferson student section, you could hear them from over here.
They are, and you can see them from over here because they are well represented here today.
We were down with West Mifflin student section for our intro. Back to pass. Pressure coming for Garner, and he'll take off, and he'll go down, maybe getting 1 yard, falling forward there for a 3rd down, and about 14 coming up here for West Mifflin.
Big 3rd down and 14 here, and you better believe, watch after this particular play on how it plays out. Expect, if TJ's able to stop, expect a timeout here after this play so they can set up their punt return team. But this is a critical 3rd down possession here, and this is not what you wanted, because you don't want to expect a 3rd and extra long situation, but they have to figure out a way to pick this up.
Third down, Gardner back to pass, pressure's coming, and he is sacked on the play, back down at the 20-yard line.
And number 50, Austin Boyd. 4th down, play.
Boyd on the stop for Thomas Jefferson. And a huge stop at that. It's 4th down and a long ways for the Titans.
4th and long, and this is something that really, when you don't have shotgun in your arsenal and you're lining up in a regular set for West Mifflin, it allows too many people to be in the box, and they can just blitz at will, and that's what's happening because West Mifflin couldn't, and they didn't have any time to set up that screen because of penetration by TJ.
Punt unit on 4th and 19. Fair catch called and waved for. And a fair catch made by Dalton Dietrich. And a half a football field to work with plenty of time. 1:58. So the 2-minute drill for Thomas Jefferson, as this will be Christian Breisinger's turn to man the offense, man the controls for the TJ offense.
And they're going to have to play up-tempo ball because you have 1:58 here in this half, and they now will figure out a way to put some points on this ball game, and they're going to have to hit a big play early in this drive to get them going.
Thomas Jefferson penalty. There's a penalty there that's going to move them back.
It's a holding penalty.
Holding penalty on the kick return. Marched it back to the 37-yard line. Hope they find Andre, whoever that is.
Yeah, we missed that right now, and that's something that, you don't know where it happened, but unfortunately they were able to go. They took them back 10 yards on the holding penalty.
So Breisinger under center, back to pass, a little pump fake. maybe a stretch play, pressure collapsing the pocket, and Breisinger goes down and will actually fall forward and picks up 2 yards. So for Thomas Jefferson, they're getting all the breaks. Even when they get sacked, they pick up and they gain 2 yards.
Able to pick up 2 yards, and they're right now, because they picked it up 2 yards, they're not in too much of a hurry because they don't want to do anything that's going to turn the football over in their territory, but I'm expecting TJ to at least attempt to throw the football down the field.
High formation, twins out to the far side left, back to pass, Breisinger going to let it fly, and that pass is hauled in at the 45-yard line. Dalton Dietrich, who's been the wide receiver threat for the Jaguars, able to pick up the Thomas Jefferson first down and move into tight end territory.
And that was a nice throw over top of the defender on a comeback route, about 15 yards down the sideline, able to stop the clock as he was able to get out of bounds. And I like the play call there because West Mifflin was not expecting that particular play, especially when TJ lined up in a running set.
Minute 17 to play, and a pre-snap whistle here and a flag. False start penalty on Thomas Jefferson, moves him back 5 yards. Yeah, that's the classic pass play there on a great job by Breisinger to throw where only your receiver could catch the football.
You can, and I mean, it was a great timing route too because he threw the football before the receiver was able to come out of the break, and that's not much you can do as if you're a West Mifflin defender because that was a perfect pass on that play.
First down at 15 from the 49-yard line. Man in motion. And then they'll set up the bubble screen. No, he'll throw it. Dietrich, a duck, is intercepted at the 45. Here to the near side and chased out of bounds. Dietrich was hit as he threw, and the pass was intercepted. I believe D'Angelo Mitchell intercepted that football.
He intercepted that football. Nice play of being disciplined by West Mifflin, but again, this was something that Coach Cherpak was being greedy because that was a double pass back to the receiver. He was attempting to throw the football across the field, which he had a receiver, but pressure by West Mifflin to not allow that to happen. And if you're TJ, this is not what you wanted to happen with 1 minute and 9 seconds left, giving West Mifflin the ball in their field position, or in TJ field position here with a chance to score before the half.
Minute 9 to play, first half, and that pass completed out to the far side. Kevin Garbach, the junior, hauls in the pass. And a timeout taken by West Mifflin as the pass was completed, but it was completed for no gain on the play. The tight ends use a timeout.
No gain, but I like the play call, but I don't like it in that situation because you knew TJ was expecting pass. They were prepared for that screen. You need to run that play when you're in your regular offense, when they're committing 9 men to the box and not allowing you to run the football. That's when you throw that play out there to allow your playmakers to make a play.
So a timeout taken by the Titans. It's our Panera Bread Bowl High School Football Game of the Week. Thomas Jefferson up 14-0, and the Titans looking to punch one in here before the bands take the field for halftime. They did all of the senior night festivities before the game. And marching band for West Mifflin was out here when I got here about 4:45.
You normally get out here at 2:45. You were a little late today, Matt?
I don't get here at 4:45.
This is a big game.
I wanted to make sure I was not stuck in traffic. Garner throwing, and that ball is tipped and incomplete. That was definitely not a fumble. Chase Winovich picked the ball off the phony grass here at West Mifflin, started running towards the end zone. The officials whistling for him to come back because that pass was incomplete.
It was incomplete, and ref had a very good look at it. From up here, it looked like that ball may have been behind the line of scrimmage, and luckily the ref called an incomplete pass. If not, that would have been 7 points for TJ right there. But here you are again, 3rd and 10 with great field position in West Mifflin, not able to make any yards on 1st and 2nd down. And if I'm them, this has to be 2-down territory for me to at least get something going to try to make this 1st down.
Yeah, it would have been Chase Winovich 21, West Mifflin nothing. That would have been his 3rd touchdown. Throwing here, near side, completed. 1st down, spinning off a defender. That's Garbuck. And Garbuck's down inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line.
And that's what you need. That was their first time this half, lining up in a trip set to the left side here. Caught TJ off guard. They were trying to run back into coverage, trying to make a defensive audible. West Mifflin caught him off guard and able to pick up a 1st down right there on that play.
Sticks set up at the Thomas Jefferson 23-yard line. 40 seconds to play, and the clock whistled dead at 41 when the Titans have called a timeout.
And this is what happens. You're trying to rush the personnel onto the field. They didn't have enough men on the field at the time. They only had 10. And they had to use their timeout, and that's not what you want. You're trying to preserve that timeout in this 2-minute drill. I think they should have been a little bit more patient, but that's what happens when you're not lining 3 receiver sets up. They don't know who's on and who's off the field. Just keep your guys on the field, line them up in a trip set to the right side, and they could have ran the exact same play, but unfortunately they weren't able to substitute correctly.
Yeah, when you're fortunate enough to stop the clock with the 1st down and moving the sticks, clock won't reset until the sticks do. You have that time to just keep your 11 guys on the field, get up to the line of scrimmage, and even just spike the football and then get your package on the field.
And that's all you had. They could have did anything but take that time out in that particular situation, because now you never know how that's going to play out, and hopefully they don't need it as this drive continues.
So 1st down and 10 after the timeout, 41 seconds to play. 1st half action, 14-0 Thomas Jefferson. Trips out to the far side right. Pressure's coming, and Gardner goes down, sacked to the play at the 24-yard line, and then a flag comes flying in, which will stop the clock with 34 seconds left. Thomas Jefferson clapping and cheering like it's against West Mifflin. And it is. It's a dead ball personal foul penalty against the Titans of 15 yards, and we'll move them back, and almost sputtering this opportunity to put points on the board before the break.
It has been, and that was more or less a frustration call because it was the proper call. It was a late hit after the play, referee standing right there, and that was something that you just can't happen, because now it forces you back maybe from field goal position to now out of field goal position. You have to now go out here and now create and throw something down the field in this play, and West Mifflin is just looking confused as this series is going on.
Gardner pressured, and he is sacked again. Chase Winovich back at the 45-yard line, and this drive has gone backwards all the way back. Remember, they had the ball at the 23. It's now all the way back at the 45-yard line of Thomas Jefferson, and West Mifflin forced to call their final timeout of the half with 20 seconds to play.
And that's not what you want. I know Coach Brazo down there is not happy about that particular situation, but it stems from the fact of them making that 1st down, not being able to change personnel groups, forcing them to call a timeout, coming out of that timeout still confused, and that's what caused the sack, back-to-back sacks, and now here you are sitting at your plus 45-yard line with 20 seconds left, no timeouts, forcing you now to throw the ball down the sideline because you can't afford to have any pass completed inbounds right now.
So the Titans call the timeout. 20 seconds left, and at this point, what do you have in your playbook for 3rd and 30, Charlie?
3rd and 30, you have to take a shot down the field, but you have to keep it outside just in case he catches the football, he's able to step out of bounds. Anything down the field, completion, there is no way that you're going to be able to now spot the football, bring your offense down, and be able to run another play in 20 seconds with no timeouts.
Unless you get the 1st down, and then you may have a shot with this clock stopped.
That would be the only way, and right now you probably are going to lose 5 with a false start by West Mifflin.
So 3rd and 35. Busy night for the clock operator.
Offside against West Mifflin.
Both teams struggling with playing behind the sticks.
Playing behind the sticks, but TJ is able to come out of it, and they're able to make those first downs.
Yep.
That's the difference in this ball game. And right now, when you look at outside of that quick curl route, and they just picked up 20 yards, West Mifflin offense, they haven't done much this evening.
They give it off to Wheeler, and Wheeler trying to bust it to the outside. 40 and upended as he'll be rolled down at the 37-yard line.
I mean, there's nothing else you can do.
That's it. That's going to take us to the break.
And that was just poor clock management by West Mifflin in that 2-minute drill.
At least take a shot downfield.
Right. You just look at the demeanor of West Mifflin running off this field and TJ running off this field. That's the difference right there when you talk about energy on one side and who has momentum and who doesn't.
Well, Thomas Jefferson did a fantastic job of holding on to Jimmy Wheeler, and Wheeler has done really nothing on the stat sheet tonight. After 24 minutes, the most dangerous player in the WPIL has been shut down by Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, he has, and TJ is committed to stopping the run, and they have done that, and they have sold out on it, and they have done a good job this first half.
Well, 24 minutes are in the books. Charlie, go have your feed you salad.
I will. It looks good. It smells good.
I took a couple bites. 24 minutes in the books, and after those 24, it's Thomas Jefferson 14, West Mifflin nothing. It's our Panera Bread Bowl High School Football Game of the Week. Back to the home of the Titans right here on the Champ Sports Network.
What Panera has been about since the day we began it was creating the kind of food that we wanted to serve to our own families. We wanted a place with soul. We wanted a place that was real. We start with artisan bread, handcrafted by professional bakers using fresh dough. It just tastes better. Fresh food, served on real plates with real silverware in an environment that allows you to sit and relax. Making today better is a belief that you should leave feeling better than when you came in.
Charlie Batch, founder, Best of the Batch Foundation.
We're all in this together.
We don't have community centers. We don't have boys and girls clubs around here. So this right here, when you're impacting over 300 kids during a calendar year or during the summertime, I mean, it's one of those things that we're able to really make sure that we're focusing on these kids 8 weeks out of the summer, 4 days a week.
Shot! Right there,
we had more of these type of organizations, we wouldn't have that much problems, I don't think, in town.
When I'm on the basketball court, I feel like a champion.
Really, when you see the smiles on the kids' faces, that's what it's all about. Because no matter how tired I am at the end of the day, no matter how hot it is when you're dealing with the summertime, when I see those smiles, I mean, it makes it all well worth it.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
I want to thank UPMC and the Dignity and Respect campaign for all their continued support. I look forward to working with you for years to come.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together. We're all in this together.
Hi folks, Matt Popshock here from the PIHL Network, and if you're looking for professional video production at the lowest price, you need to talk to Rubino Productions. From TV commercials to music videos, from marketing to live event coverage, Rubino Productions provides a wide range of video services. Hey, Rubino even does weddings. Visit them on the web at rubinoproductions.com.
Welcome back to West Mifflin, where it's Thomas Jefferson leading the Titans 14-0. Back alongside Charlie Batch, Matt Fargo of the Champ Sports Network. It's our Week 9 Panera Bread Bowl Game of the Week. We're putting a lid on the regular season here at West Mifflin, and Thomas Jefferson will get this second half kickoff from the 23-yard line across the 25, and a stutter step across the 30, and cutting back against the grain, and then getting tripped up back at the 25-yard line. Ran about 25 yards to go for, and Thomas Jefferson will take over at the 25-yard line with a 14-point advantage, Charlie.
And this is something that really, if you're Coach Churpak at the half, you are telling your team, let's put the dagger in him on this opening drive. And if you can go down here and put 7 points on this board, you are now really opening up this ball game. And for West Mifflin's side, they need to now, with TJ backed up right here, figure out a way to get them 3 and out and get this football back and put points on this board.
So here's the first down at 10 for the Jaguars. Shotgun formation. Sidecar to the right is Daly. Winovich from the gun. Low snap. He'll field it and go off the right side and fall forward. Picks up 3 yards on that quarterback option play that really has been the play of the game. It sprung Winovich twice for over 30 yards, twice for touchdowns, and has been the difference in this game.
It has been, and I mean, he's 6'4", 220 pounds, so when he gets a full steam ahead, it's hard to bring him down. He took off, like you said, for over 30 yards for a big touchdown because of his speed, and now they're figuring out, hey, let's just go ahead and continue to work this ball on the outside because it's been working with us.
Second down and 7. And they go off the left side this time. Morrissey on the tackle. He'll bring up a third down and manageable across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
It is, and here you are, 3rd and 4 situation, and let's see if they stick with their 2 running plays. And they went to the right side first with quarterback sweep, left side quarterback sweep. Let's see what they come up with here, but you better anticipate that they're going to keep this ball on the ground.
3rd and 3 from the 33. And it's Winovich taking off and falling forward. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short of the first down marker as Winovich fell forward, and it's going to be 4th down and about 1.5 yards.
Now let's see what Coach Cherpak does here. Big 4th down play, and he's hesitating. No, he's going to send out the punt team.
I don't know how he does it, and this is the time of year where we question Bill Cherpak's sanity with the shorts.
You do, but guess what? They're not punting that football because they're lining up.
Well, now we're questioning insanity all the way around. A sneak, and they got it. Winovich on the sneak.
That was a gutsy call.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got the first down yet, but that was gutsy coming out of the half.
Move the sticks. Thomas Jefferson first down. That's huge.
That is, and you can see Coach Chirp, he is trying to set the tone of his second half, and he is not allowing West Mifflin 1 ounce of confidence on this drive.
And West Mifflin had 2 turnover on down stops on 4th down in the first half. TJ goes 1 for 1 in the second. Winovich from the gun, man in motion right to left. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. And he'll keep it. And finally, West Mifflin figuring out this quarterback option play, but Winovich able to spin forward, picks up 3 yards on first down. Second down and 7 coming up.
He picks up 3 yards, and I thought initially he was going to be brought down in the backfield because you had a collision, but he was able to get himself forward for 3 yards.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought he was going to be stopped for no gain, and that big frame you were talking about able to push forward for 3 yards. Second down at 7.
I'm over here listening to the guy call out the 50-50, and that's over $2,000 here today. Whoa, $1 gets you $2,000. I think I should have played that. I know we have a timeout here about TJ, but listening to him on the other side, just imagine turning $1 into $2,000. Somebody walking out of here at Happy Cap.
Well, you know, I was thinking about that. They're doing the 50-50s at the Penguin and Pirate games, and it's $5, and you're walking away with like $20,000. It's like, kind of ridiculous.
But it's ridiculous. But guess what? People play it.
Yeah.
They figure, hey, if I had $5, you figure for gas, announce it was a gas.
The ticket.
The ticket, or if you're just trying to go and get a gallon of gas, that's $3.49 right now.
Right.
What's $1.50 more? Right. Let's put it in and see if we can cash it in for $2,000. No, in that case, what is it,
20,000 something? Yeah.
Wow. Hey.
I know you went to a couple Pirate games, huh?
Yeah, I never had the 50-50. I always catch it like I did now when they're announcing what the cost, what the prize is going to be.
Hindsight 2020, right?
It is. You got to think positive.
Second down and 7. Man in motion right to left after the timeout. And they give it off to Daly. Across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. Third down and 5 coming up for Thomas Jefferson.
Third down and 5, and you better believe this is 2-down territory. They went for it in their own 30-yard line, and right now, they are sitting here draining this clock, trying to put a big drive together, and they've already had the ball over 4 minutes in his possession here.
Not only does a 50-50 winner, easy for me to say, get the money, but they also get to come up here and get warm for a little bit.
Yeah, that is true. It takes them a while to count that money.
Winovich to the left side on third down and 5, and fighting forward. Winovich picking up 4 yards, maybe 4.5. He's going to be short of the marker. And I think he's going to be so short or so close that they're going to bring out the sticks and measure this.
They're going to bring out the sticks, but there's not going to be any hesitation on Coach's part by TJ. Coach Chirp, he is going to go for it on 4th down. And this is even shorter than what it was last time.
Yeah, here come the chains, so we'll take a look at that. We were up here in the box earlier, and legendary coach, there's a lot of them, of course. Bill Chirpak, Ray Brazzo's here, and Tom Nola, the head coach of the Clarendon Bears, in attendance tonight because his game against Amani Christian, of course, did not field a team this year, so they get a 10-0 forfeit win, and he came out here and watched some football on a Friday.
It's always good to see Coach, and what makes them come up with a 10-0 score?
It's the Gardner point system. Exactly where they get that, I almost joked with Tom Nola pregame. I said, how many times have you guys attempted a field goal this year? So they get the 10. That's the forfeit in the WPL.
I guess it's safe to say that Imani Christian has been shut out in every game this year.
Yeah, 10-0.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, well,
they have given up over 100 points this season.
No.
And haven't scored any points.
They've given up 90. 9 weeks, 10 in each week. 90 points.
There you go, 9 weeks. 90.
Math wizard right here.
I thought it was 10 games. I apologize.
It was 10 back in the day, just a couple years ago when we played.
They gave up 90 points. That's unbelievable. Didn't even field a team.
Didn't even field a team. Gave up 90 points. Well, they'll go for it. 4th down at inches, and the entire Powell has the first down.
And that's their play on 4th and inches. They're going to run a goal line not goal line, but the quarterback sneak, packing everybody inside. And what better way to put your 6'4" frame right there, and your fullback is pushing you from behind to get that first down.
I tell you what, we haven't talked about it, but the domination up front, both offensively and defensively, these lines, the Hog Mollies up front, are having a fun night tonight. And, of course, Bill Chirpak, a former lineman himself, has to be enjoying that.
They are enjoying it, and they're going right back to their bread and butter with a quarterback sneak. No, a quarterback sweep.
Yes, they are. You're calling a play here off the right side as Winovich breaking tackles. 9-yard pickup, but this one looks like it might be coming back. Flag down in the area of holding, so we'll check that. If it stood, it would be 9 yards for Winovich, but we'll talk to the official here. Legal procedure.
Illegal procedure
against the Jaguars.
Illegal shift, illegal procedure. It has to be on a receiver, because if it was on a lineman, they would have blew it dead. But why wouldn't you just call illegal motion?
Right. It's just easier to do this.
Make it all the same. Put it all together.
There's a penalty. First down and 15, lots of 5 on the penalty. From the 41-yard line. And they give it off the left side. Ball came loose. Wes Mifflin did not come up with it. Thomas Jefferson did. Fumble was right.
That was the break that Wes Mifflin needed right there, and they just couldn't come up with that football. But I like how they're pursuing to the football. They caused the fumble, and these guys are still flying around on defense, even though they're not breaking. They've bent a little bit. They gave up 14 points, but they've been on the field the entire first half, and here you are coming up with almost 6 minutes off this third quarter clock, and West Mifflin's offense has still not seen the field.
And this is Winovich right up the middle. First down and more for Winovich as he gets the 40 down to the 35-yard line to the 34 as Winovich breaks free and picking up 17 in a Jaguar first down.
That was a big play. They went sweep on the outside. They ended up mixing it up, kind of taking it up the middle, and he was able to get 15 on that play. And that was just something that really was pure effort, especially as he got to the second level, because he was able to make people miss and falling forward to get yardage.
First down and 10 from the West Mifflin 34-yard line. Under center is Winovich, the I formation. Fullback dive play.
Number 22 on the carry.
They give it off to Braden Pahanish, the sophomore. I don't know if it's an injury, but Austin Kemp, who led Thomas Jefferson in rushing, has not seen a carry. 816 yards this year and has not seen the football. I don't know if he's hurt or what the deal is.
Yeah, that's where I would like to see the injury report in high school football, kind of like they do in the NFL. So it gives us a chance to figure out why people aren't playing or if they're injured or not.
Here's Winovich taking off right up the middle, inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Third down and coming up. Wheeler had 7 yards in the first half.
Wow. And you can see that we talked about it in that first half. They were committed to put 9 people, and they were going to stop Wheeler, and they did that. And you know, when you're not able to now pick up first and second down yardage, it puts you in tough third down situations, and they just haven't been able to convert first downs the way that they would hope.
Third down and 3 from the 27. And Winovich going to the right this time. First down, 25, spins to the 20, 15, far side, 10, 5, down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Chase Winovich has done it all.
He has done it all. Again, taking it up to the second level, making people miss, bouncing off, spinning off tackles, taking it down the right sideline for a gain of 25 yards. And why not keep the ball in his hands? He's been doing it the entire drive. Let's reward him with the touchdown by giving it to him here, maybe every down that they get in here, because they're going to go for 4 downs. Let's see if West Mifflin can hold up and stop them.
Thomas Jefferson looking to punch in a very long drive. And Winovich on the keeper on first down. He's down to the 1. You mentioned it, Charlie. This is chewed up over, now this is, what, 8-minute drive?
8-minute drive. They kept it on the ground. The ball is only, or the clock is only stopped when they got first downs, and the clock is still ticking down. And this is a drive that really, when you're talking about setting a tone of a second half, Coach Chirp has challenged his team, and TJ has responded with over an 8-minute drive here in this third quarter. Opening third quarter drive for TJ.
Winovich tries this time again, and he stops short. Down to the 1, the Powell. Great job by that defensive line of West Mifflin, not allowing the Powell to budge. Third and goal from the 1 coming up. They've almost had the football the entire third quarter. 3 minutes left.
Under 3 minutes we're approaching. And this is just unbelievable, because you just couldn't imagine a better drive by TJ setting the tone. And this is something that really Coach Chirp has really done a great job all season. And here he is right now, under 3 minutes left, putting this drive together and trying to put this game out of reach.
Third down and goal. Winovich will keep it, and he'll get into the end zone for the Thomas Jefferson touchdown. Chase Winovich from a yard away. The senior's third touchdown on the ground tonight. Rothy the extra point, and the junior sends it through the poles and good. 2:36 to play in the third quarter, and it's Thomas Jefferson 21, West Mifflin nothing. And the Jaguars putting together maybe one of the best opening second half drives the WPIAL has seen in a long time. I don't know if you're able to hold on to the football for almost 10 minutes.
An unbelievable drive by TJ right there, and that's the tone setter, and they've been doing it the entire game, but that right there shows you how much TJ has dominated this football game so far.
Absolutely debilitating on the drive. I mean, in these, again, we said at the top of the broadcast, West Mifflin averages 42.1 points per game. Thomas Jefferson averages 44.1 points per game. It's unbelievable that both defenses have played well, but Thomas Jefferson's has played superb. Short end-over-end kick. Fielded from the 30, across the 35. Got some room, cutting back. Still on his feet at the 50-yard line. They'll call him down at the 49. So West Mifflin at least will get good field position in, I think we've said probably this the last few times we've talked about West Mifflin's offense, but this is a must-score drive.
Yes, it is. And absolutely, they need to go down and score.
This is the first time West Mifflin has touched the football in the second half with 2:27 to play in the third quarter. I mentioned James Willer coming into the second half with just 7 yards, the lowest rushing total he's had in the 8 weeks prior, 174.
And this is a scary drive for West Mifflin. I say that because you make the mistake in a 2-minute drill by not scoring. You lose 20 yards right before the half. You go into the half, you sit for 20 minutes, then you come out here again, you sit for 9 minutes. So you haven't had in real time over 40 minutes of actual ball that now West Mifflin has to come out here after sitting for so long, put a drive together. I hope that they were warming up on that sideline in anticipation to this drive, but the way that this game has gone so far, there have been a bunch of 3-and-outs, and this is critical for West Mifflin to not have that happen here.
Wheeler gets the call left side on 2nd and 8, and he'll pick up three more to make it 3rd and 5, and then kind of going on that point, cramping becomes an issue for sitting in that long.
You do, and I mean, even though it's cold out here, you still can cramp in cold weather games. And right now, they don't have heaters on the sideline to keep these guys warm. So that right there, is it a concern? We'll see. But right now, here in the 3rd and 7 situation, this makes it 2-down territory. So it's critical for these guys to get at least half of the yardage in this situation.
They'll call it 3rd and 6 from the 47. High formation. Garner back to pass, throwing near side. That pass is completed out to Garbuck. And he has a West Mifflin first down inside the Thomas Jefferson 40, down to the 37. And you can move the sticks for, the second time?
Second time tonight for West Mifflin, but that was critical. I like the play call. You have a curl flat to read, and he was able to look in this flat, being able to pick up his man in stride, able to convert on the first down, and that was critical by West Mifflin to make that first down.
You're being welcomed on the video board, by the way.
Was it Champ Sports welcome?
No.
Hey! I appreciate it. That looks like that will be the last play of the third quarter. West Mifflin has ran 4 plays, maybe 5. I don't know, but no more than 5 plays in this third quarter. Unbelievable dominance by Thomas Jefferson right now.
3 quarters in the books. And after those 3, Thomas Jefferson. They are 12 minutes away from Bill Chirpak's 16th conference championship. Can he do it? Come back and find out right here on the Champ Sports Network's Panera Bread Bowl Game of the Week.
When everyone else is going to sleep, I'm just getting up. Every night, in every bakery cafe, we bake fresh bread from fresh dough. Not because it's easy, but because that's what makes the best bread. And when it comes out of the oven, it smells so good. At Panera, baking is our passion. It's a craft and an art form. Real bread, fresh dough, done right. Making today better. It's a belief that fresh bread makes the difference.
Time for dinner.
Welcome back to West Mifflin, Champ Sports Network's Panera Bread Bowl Game of the Week. Having fun here at West Mifflin. It's second down and 8. Titans in trouble. The ball came loose. They're going to say he was down. Ball was loose and recovered by Thomas Jefferson, but they'll say that Garner was down, and this one will just move them back to make it a third down and long as we open things up in the fourth quarter. And it's 9:15, Charlie. We're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we are in the fourth quarter, and West Mifflin is in 2-down territory. They need to get something going. Let's just at least, not in panic mode yet, but you need to be in up-tempo, and this is something that West Mifflin needs to spread out this Thomas Jefferson defense.
Third down, 13. They shovel it off to Wheeler. He kicks it. It goes all the way back to Thomas Jefferson. West Mifflin 40. Loose football. Flags come flying in. Wheeler finally is able to pick it up. And then he's thrown back, and he's thrown all the way back to the West Mifflin 34-yard line.
And this is something that he had 12 yards on that carry. Now, if they count those negative yardage for him right there, that's almost a gain or a loss of 30 yards. He may be in the negative category.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want. I know it wasn't his fault. He was just trying to make something happen because of the bad pitch. But that is unfortunate because that will go against the rushing yards, and it makes Thomas Jefferson defense even more dominant than what they have been today.
Well, they dodge somewhat of a bullet. There's a holding call on Thomas Jefferson. So this will move them up to the 50.
We'll say face mask.
Face mask call on Thomas Jefferson.
So it goes from the penalty, or the end of the
right.
down, so they're gaining 15 yards, but it still puts them in a 3rd and 40? 10, no, that would be at least 23.
23, yeah, 23. From midfield, back to pass Gardner, looking, slant route is completed. Right at the original line of scrimmage. Javon Gibson, the junior, makes the reception. And they pick up 12 on the play. So it'll be fourth down and 9.
It's 4th and 9, but let's look. And you see Garner right now. He's trying to shake off an ankle injury. He may have sprained his ankle. I don't know if his foot got stepped on or whatnot, but he's really trying to shake it off. That may be key because he may not be able to really set his feet to be able to deliver this football in a critical 4th and 9 situation.
This is critical with 10-15 to play in the regular season. Back to pass, Gardner going to dump it off to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to have to make this all on his own. He'll be able to make 1 or 2 yards, and that's going to be it. Turnover on downs. Thomas Jefferson takes over, first down and 10.
Big stop by TJ right there. They bent a little bit, allowing some yardage to be gained, but when it came up to they needed to make a play, they stood up, made it happen. Now taking over the football with 10 minutes to go in this game. They chewed up over 9 minutes in the third quarter. If they're able to chew up just another 9 minutes off this clock, that may be one for the ages when you talk about dominating a half of a game.
They sure have done it to this point, and keeping in mind that this is only the third possession between the two teams in the second half. As Thomas Jefferson takes the football, first down at 10. Low snap, picked up off the ground by Breisinger. He's in trouble, rolling to the right side. Now will take off and run with it. He's still on his feet. And he's going to get a Thomas Jefferson first. And that's Chase Winovich doing it all on his own, as Winovich picks up a Thomas Jefferson first down.
That's when you know it's going your way. The ball trickles back to the quarterback. They have defenders in the backfield. You think West Mifflin is going to bring him down. He rolls out to the right, shakes off one defender. Greg and I had some nice blocks downfield by his receiver, and able to pick up 12 yards on that. That's when you know it's going
on a busted play.
On a busted play.
It'll be a first down at 10 for TJ at the 49-yard line. Their 49 as the clock winds to under 10 minutes, 9:20. And they're going to be a timeout taken by Thomas Jefferson, their second of this half. As with 9:22 left to play in the WPIAL regular season, remember the pairings come out on Monday. Champ Sports Network will have all of your brackets and all of your playoff information. It's right on champsportsnetwork.com. Once those pairings come out on Monday, as we get set for the postseason, but boy, it's been a fun 9 weeks, Charlie.
It has been. It's been a fun 9 weeks. This is the first time all year that we had to deal with the weather, elements of the weather, and it's just something that I can't take it. I'm up here freezing, and I'm complaining about 1 week. 1 week. Last week it was what, 70 degrees right before kickoff? Maybe got down to 50 degrees. That was a little chilly, but the day is cold. It really is.
No snow though.
No
Keeps
snow.
The snow away. There's some sleet last night. That was no fun. Man in motion, Stein. Winovich to his left, and then back right up the middle. That's Winovich as he picks up 6 yards. And makes it 212 yards rushing for Winovich tonight.
212.
Second down and 4 from the 45-yard line of West Mifflin. Winovich to the right. And going to be stopped short of a no gain. Flag on the play. We'll check that. Yeah, the 9 weeks have flew. I cannot believe it's week 9 already. I felt like it was just yesterday when we were opening up at Woodland Hills complaining about how hot it was.
You are exactly right. It's been a fun 9 weeks. But I know as we wind down on these 9 weeks, I have a program with AT&T that I would like to share with you all. Really, it's a texting why it can wait. I Can Wait texting and driving campaign, and I really want, with the chance to take me to your high school. And if you go to whyipledge.com, you'd be able to share why you don't think texting and driving, you shouldn't text and drive, with an opportunity on the page, and really you have a chance to win and take me to your high school come November, and I'm excited about that.
They head off on second down and long, and busting a big one for a Thomas Jefferson first down. There's Austin Kemp. We found him. He's picking up a TJ first down.
This is what happens when Winovich is really running all over the place. Now the defense has to commit to him. It opened up a big game for 20 yards. And West Mifflin is just shaking their head because they're like, wow, when we think we have contained, we don't. And they're still able to pick up a first down.
Well, hopefully Chase Winovich isn't texting while Thomas Jefferson is driving.
Absolutely.
That was terrible.
That was terrible, but I like that.
Slide in motion. Oh, boy. I'll hear about that one. Winovich to the left side, down to the 29-yard line. And no, it's something that obviously has become a huge topic as of late, with the young people driving. And you know, there's a lot going on. You have Twitter and you have texting. I actually think the texting laws should be more strict. The fact that, as far as the law is concerned, you are still permitted to text at a red light. I still don't think you shouldn't be. Put the phone away till you're done.
Exactly, and that's why I believe in this campaign. Why it can wait. You know, that's just something that I really believe in. So go to whyipledge.com and take the pledge.
So if I do that, will I get to take you to my high school?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it works that way. I think you have to be in high school to turn around and be able to win the actual prize. But I'm looking forward to wherever that high school may be. You know, go to the website, share why I can wait, whyipledge.com, and take the pledge.
Watch it be Steel Valley. It's going to be Steel Valley.
The one thing about it is I can't pick the winner.
Oh, you're not picking?
Yeah, I'm not picking a winner, so I can't be
Homer.
Yeah, Homer in that situation.
Left side, Winovich lost the football, picked it back up. He still has it. 15 to the 10 and down to the 6-yard line. Chase Winovich. He lost control of the football and was able to regain it before losing it completely, and then picked up an extra 10 yards.
Think about what happened earlier in the possession. The ball trickles back, busted play. He's able to pick up 12. He comes in, run up the left side. He almost fumbles the football, but he picks it up, or it never hits the ground. He's able to catch it out of midair and pick up another 15 yards. I mean, wow. I mean, that has to put him now probably about 240 yards on the night, and he's having a fantastic game. In Michigan, if you're listening, this guy can play quarterback.
I formation. Winovich will keep it, the bootleg to the right side and into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the night. It's Chase Winovich from 7 away for 6.
From 7 away, a busted play. It was supposed to be a pitch to the tailback. The tailback went to the left. He just followed his fullback. So all he has to do, he needs to thank his running back for going the wrong way so he can pick up his 4th touchdown of the evening.
Extra point is good by Rothy, and with 5:36 to play in the 4th quarter, it's Chase Winovich 28. Thomas Jefferson 28. West Mifflin nothing. This is a stellar single-hand performance, and I'm sure Winovich was a little bit tired of hearing about all the hype about Jimmy Wheeler coming into this game, and that he has the most touchdowns in the WPIAL, and that he has the most rushing yards by a ton in the WPIAL. Even with just under 20 tonight, he'll still be leading by a couple hundred.
Right. I mean, you look at that, you're just like, wow, you have to be kidding me the way this ball game is going, and the domination, from a time of possession standpoint by TJ. And, he took it, you could tell. It'll be interesting to see coming into this game what was his mindset, because the people weren't talking about him. And now to come in here and dominate this performance and shut down Wheeler, that speaks a volume by Thomas Jefferson tonight.
So we'll boot this one away with 5:36 to play. And we'll squib it right down the middle, and then up to the 30-yard line, to the 32 is where the Titans will have the football.
And you have to give Coach Chirp a lot of credit, because he says, you want to know what? I'm not going to allow a special teams play to make a difference in this ball game. So he's not even attempted to run it, to kick it down the middle of the field. He's pushing it to the sideline, and he's allowing his coverage team to go down and make a play.
Really taking Wheeler out of every facet of this game. West Mifflin to go to work here with and they'll pitch it to Wheeler off the right side. And he won't be able to get the corner. Loss of 1, flag of the play.
Flag on the play. A holding against West Mifflin.
Now this will march West Mifflin back on the holding.
Not what you want on a first down play. And not only, what they call it a holding?
This might have been a clipping.
It has to be a personal foul because that's a 15-yard penalty.
And there's an injured tight end down on the field.
Clear for number 5, Jimmy Wheeler.
That was Wheeler hurt on the play.
Wow, I wonder what happened because he put his shoulder down on the right-hand side, on the right sideline there, and they have to take him. They're walking him off the field. So let's hope that it's nothing serious down there for him.
Tight ends still have every right to be excited about the postseason. Remember, they lost in this game last year against Thomas Jefferson and ended up in the WPL championship, losing to West Allegheny. But well, you mentioned the texting campaign, of course, in the pocket coming up November 11th at Latitude 40
yes.
in Robinson.
So we're excited about that 7th annual In the Pocket with Charlie Batch as we raise money for our reading and computer literacy programs. And it's going to be a fantastic evening. We have a night of ping pong, poker, pool, and even added bowling to the element this year. Monday, November the 11th, Latitude 40 out in Robinson. Hope to see you there.
Gardner throwing and now going to tuck it and run and sacked on the play. Sacked by Matt Nagy, senior, coming up to make the play. It's 2nd down and long, and champs should come and broadcast like the ping pong and pull.
And get it going. Get it. Ball and Brett Kiesel whiffs. That would be great. Oh man, that would be fun. He wouldn't be too happy about it.
You'd enjoy it though.
I would enjoy it because Kiesel would be mad.
I don't know if
on the ping pong.
Hand off here. I don't know if I want Brett Kiesel mad at me, per se.
Well, I would much rather have him mad at you than me.
Okay, well, thank you. Good luck. Good luck, partner.
You're a lot faster than me, Matt. You can get away from me.
I don't know. And then, of course, all October long, it's been Dignity and Respect Month.
Yes, Dignity and Respect. Yes, anti-bullying. And actually, we were global this year. We had schools from South Africa. We had schools from Ireland participating on anti-bullying.
Garner going to let it fly down the far sideline and overshot the intended receiver. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. I mean, at this point, with backs against the wall, I'm going to blame West Mifflin to just punt the ball away with 3:44 to play.
You're trying to throw it deep. I understand the play call, but if you haven't really hit anything in front of the corner, he's not going to respect it. So he was just backpedaling, took a 3-step drop, let it go. Yes, they almost completed it, but from a timing standpoint, it just wasn't right.
Punts away. West Mifflin hoping for a nice roll, and they're not going to get it. And that punt isn't going to net a whole lot. It's going to go about 29 yards on the punt. So Thomas Jefferson takes over in West Mifflin territory. A touchdown away from a moving clock, but also 3:35 remaining in this final period of our WPIAL regular season. The postseason starts next Friday. And the highway to Hines begins.
That's it. And you have people trying to separate themselves as they finish down the regular season. Pairings are Monday, and people would be excited about where they're playing at and where they're seated. But when you look at it now, you just want a chance to enter the tournament, which a lot of teams are doing, and that allows you a chance to at least have a chance for a championship at Heinz Field.
Well, the number 1 seed, more than likely in Class AAA, just finished up a 49-0 victorious win over Chartiers Valley. West Allegheny finishes the season 9-0 and unanimous Parkway Conference champions. Thomas Jefferson's looking to join that pack and likely become the number 2 seed in Class AAA.
And both of those teams, they've dominated the entire year. There's been a lot of talk about teams maybe surprising TJ, catching them off guard, but they've been ready and prepared for every opportunity they've been faced with all year.
And I don't want to pat myself on the back or anything, but our preseason number 1 and number 2 in Class AAA, West Allegheny, Thomas Jefferson.
That's why you're the expert. I tried to tell you that. You didn't look at it, you didn't think about it. When I told you this, when we were sitting up there in the press conference at Woody High, I told you then, I'm telling you now, weeks later, Matt, you are the expert.
The expert. Put a asterisk next to that or something. But thank you. Tripped up. That's Austin Kemp picking up the Thomas Jefferson first down of the 20-yard line. Clock stops with 2:17 in this fourth quarter.
And you literally have, it just seems like TJ been on the field the entire game. I wouldn't even say the second half, but the entire game, and it's just been something that really for TJ, they have to feel good about themselves coming in here and being able to put on this performance and really, making it look like and proving that, hey, we're not even close. We are dominating. We're going to continue to dominate this division.
Kemp down to, like I said, this is going to be the 16th conference championship since 1995, the 7th undefeated season for Thomas Jefferson since that time. That's when Bill Cherpak took over the program. They've been unbelievable, and really, I talked the last time I talked to Bill Cherpak before tonight was at training camp, and I said, this has been down years for you guys, and down years is making it to the quarterfinals for Thomas Jefferson. And a lot of teams would take that year.
Absolutely.
Second down and 1. Preisiger is in at quarterback right now for Thomas Jefferson, and here's Kemp right up the middle and into the end zone for the Thomas Jefferson touchdown is the junior Austin Kemp from 11 yards away. The Jaguars add the icing on the cake in this one.
They have, and here you go. 30, pending this point, it should be 35-0.
It's good.
And what surprises me is the fact that the kicker is pretty good.
He's very good.
And TJ, when they got down inside the 20, they weren't even attempting to think about a field goal.
That's Derek Rothy, the junior.
And I like it. He has a nice leg.
Thomas Jefferson will kick this one off. 1:04 to play. 35-0 as Thomas Jefferson has blown this one open. They led 14-0 at the break and have dominated this second half. And to mercy roll this is unbelievable. Now, given, I don't think Thomas Jefferson's 35 points better than West Mifflin, but they definitely have proven that their defense can play with anybody in Class AAA.
You're right, and you think that they may not be 35 points better, but they were 35 points better tonight.
Yeah.
And they dominated this football game, and there's no question about it in my eyes on whose conference this is. It's Thomas Jefferson's conference, and everything's going to have to run through them, and they did a fantastic job. And
this kick going out of bounds, way out of bounds.
And that goes out of bounds. That's almost one of those ones where you're like, can I take it where the ball went out of bounds? Because it went out of bounds at the 40, but they get the ball back at the 35.
Yeah. Well, it's ironic and bizarre that the Thomas Jefferson's football coach, Bill Chirpak, played at Steel Valley, and Ray Brazo at Steel Valley was a defensive backs coach when Bill Chirpak was a player for the Ironmen.
Only a couple years ago. I think Chirp was a pretty good player.
He was
back in his day. I'm unsure why, but I guess I don't say why, but he's been doing it for a very long time. It's cold outside and he has on shorts.
This pass falling incomplete.
That's the lineman. That's the offensive lineman in it.
It really is, because the ultimate was a few years ago when Thomas Jefferson was in the state championship, and there's 7 inches of snow on the ground, and here comes Bill Chirpak in shorts for the state championship, and it's one of those things where you're just amazed that it doesn't faze him. He said to me before tonight's game, he goes, "I love this weather."
Hey, and that's to letting your players know, I don't care how cold it is, it's not cold to me because I'm wearing shorts. Don't let me hear about it. You can see most of his players wear short sleeve shirts, so
yeah,
that tells you something right there, that obviously the team is buying into the fact that they believe in their head coach, and he's been doing it for a very long time, and hats off to coach for dominating again another season, and let's hope that he goes out there and wins another championship game. Of course, I'm going to be biased for both teams right now because of the Steel Valley connections, but either way, somebody has to lose because they're in the same conference, but I wish both of them the best of luck as they head into the playoffs.
Thomas Jefferson, Bill Chirpak gets his 200th career victory here tonight and joins an eclectic group of coaches around the WPIL. Tonight's final score, Thomas Jefferson 35, West Mifflin nothing. The Jaguars go to 9-0 and appropriately win the Big 9 Conference Championship here tonight.
Big win for TJ. I like it, but man, as we close the regular season, what better way to have TJ have a rival game, TJ West Mifflin, knowing that both of these teams are heading into the playoffs, where both teams have a chance of getting down to Heinz Field, which I like it. You never know how these things are going to unfold, and maybe you never know. Luck of the draw, way the ball bounces sometimes. You just never know, and all you need to do is put a streak together. 2 games, 3 games will get you in the Heinz Field, and you never know how this thing is going to shake out.
Well, it's been a blast, Charlie. 9 weeks. Congratulations to all of the teams that not only won in our Panera Bread Bowls, but participated in the Panera Pep Rallies and signing the Dignity and Respect Pledge and doing all of the events that have gone on in part of this Panera Bread Bowl. It was the 2nd year of the Panera Bread Bowl, and I think it's safe to say better than last year, and you can only hope to get better in the years to come.
Absolutely. I agree with you. It's been fantastic regular season, and I love the Panera Bread Bowl games of the week. I enjoy coming out here to them. I know everyone else enjoys. The students enjoy it. And really, I want to thank Panera Bread for making this happen, because without the help of you, we could not make this happen. And fans, they appreciate it as we see the Panera Bread Bowl signs all over the place, thanking Panera Bread, Champ Sports Network around the signs. And again, and people enjoy it. And this is what it's about, because we're bringing recognition to the high school kids. They have a chance to now be the game of the week, listen to themselves streaming live, and then being able to watch video on Mondays. Matt, you have done a fantastic job, you and your team, as you continue to go out here throughout the season and really give the highlights to these kids, because they rightfully so deserve it, and I've just had fun doing it. So I just want to thank Panera Bread, thanks Champ Sports Network for the opportunity.
And we want to thank you for all that you've done with this Panera Bread Bowl as well, and the Best of the Batch Foundation, all of your team that put put in all the hard work and hours behind the scenes. You see the finished product, but there's a lot of people working behind the scenes. Of course, with the Best of the Batch Foundation and Latasha Wilson-Batch, who's done so much with this and has braved the elements with you at all of these games as well. It's been so much fun to call all of these with you, and we know that you're headed off to work with the Comcast crew for the postseason, but we want to wish you the best.
This happens to be Coach's 200th victory.
You're welcome.
Chick-fil-A!
Chick-fil-A?
One thing about Coach is he never cared about numbers. He cared about you doing your job and learning life lessons. That's why he's where he is today. And I want to tell you something. 1990, I got the head coaching job here. The first thing I did was call him and tell him I want you to be my assistant. He says, no, I want to be a mortician. That's what he was at the time. I said, take your butt on here. You're going to be a coach. He came out, he fell in love with the job, and guess what? He's still a mortician because he's doing nothing but burying teams, baby. Coach! We got a presentation for you, TJ, for your 200th victory, baby. Serve some cream.
What a steal! Hey, we got your lotion, dude. Don't worry. And some long pants. Lotion's on its way.
If you guys ever want to emulate somebody and be successful in life, this is the man.
All right, enough.
Oh, you're making him blush.
200 victories, that just means I'm getting old, you guys. All right? Hey, but you have to understand, I didn't put shoulder pads on for any of those. It's all you guys. How about a nice, let's hear it for the coaches. They bust their ass.
I'm ready. Basketball season right around the corner. I know we still have some football left to be played, but you know how this tournament goes, the single elimination, and the teams who are out will start preparing for basketball season. So maybe they may get a heads up on some of those other teams, but for those who are going to stay in single man elimination, they will be the ones standing as they strive for state championships in the middle of December. That's what it's about. That's what this team plays for. That's what majority of the team in this WPIL plays for, with a chance to compete, with a chance to win a state championship, something that I haven't had an opportunity to do when I was in high school. I did win a WPIL championship, but not at state level, and that is rare. That's why those teams are really rare by themselves, and they sit amongst themselves to win a state championship game. And kudos to those who have won it, and good luck to those who are striving to win it right now, because this is what it's about. Remember these moments as you prepare high school football, because no one can take this away from you, and remember and savor these moments as you go on and continue on with football.
Well, we want to thank Panera Bread. We want to thank the Best of the Batch Foundation. We want to thank the NFL Foundation. We want to thank all of you that have listened. We want to thank Rubino Productions, Bill Pinciotti, and John Rubino, who John has done an outstanding job putting together the camera angles and the replays and working all weekend long to get these games up on Mondays. He's done a great job all year long. We want to thank all of our Champ Sports Network staff, Jeff Wink back at the studios, for making sure audio sounds good. And it's been a great year, and looking forward to Panera Bread Bowl Season 3.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. So I know Panera Bread, we are excited. I am excited as we look forward to next year with Panera Bread Bowl's Game of the Week during the regular season. But to those who are continuing on as they now prepare for the playoffs, good luck to you all. Good luck to everyone else who are participating. And, at the end of it, we'll be down there watching at Heinz Field as we go on and root these kids on, not only just in football, but in the game of life. And it's more important. I love what these guys are doing on the field, but I love what each and every one of them are doing off the field, and they are bringing grades right along with athletic ability on the field. So congratulations to all the student athletes out there.
Congratulations to all of them. It's our final score here tonight. Thomas Jefferson gets it done 35-0. TJ 9-0. West Mifflin to 8-1. Charlie? don't be a stranger. It's been a blast.
It's been a blast, and I'm looking forward to it. I know, Matt, you have big things going on, as you have coming up, as you always do, and I'm looking forward to you continue to go out there and really just going and do your thing and really just pushing and making everyone else strive to be better than what they currently are.
That's what it's all about. But when it comes down to it, Champ Sports Network, we're here to promote the student athletes out on the field, and that's what we've continued to do here all season long, and what we have and will continue to do throughout this 2013-2014 school year. Well, that's going to wrap up our high school football games of the week. Panera Bread, thank you so much for tuning in all season long. Stick around for the playoffs. We got some special things in store. But for now, for Charlie Batch, I am Matt Fargo. This has been a presentation of the Champ Sports Network, where champions play. Good night, everybody, from West Mifflin. Charlie Batch joining us for the broadcast of baseball. Thanks for joining us. This should be a good one.